Okay, it's been a few months since Chapter 4 came out for Poppy Playtime, and we still don't know the identity of the player. Information that we have so far, according to Mommy Longlegs, that we're not just some regular worker here. And while we were hallucinating under the effects of the red smoke from catnap, we've seen writing on the wall saying that guilt haunts us. And the tape was played in reverse saying that we were supposed to be there during the hour of joy. What makes the identity of the player a little harder is that Harley Sawyer doesn't even recognize us. So who are we playing as throughout the events of Poppy Playtime? There are two possibilities. Their name is PW and Rich. So Rich is a short-tempered employee that got demoted several times because of his attitude. But good news for him, he was able to get promoted to be the head of shipping. In this position, he's able to help a lot of kids out like Kevin, who will be important later on in this video. So through all the things that I mentioned about Rich, it will make perfect sense for him to be the player of the game. But there are a few issues with that theory. Because when we were up against PJ Pugapillar, Mommy Longlegs did state that we used to work here. And for that, we deserve to die alone, which kinda implies that we do have something to do with the Bigger Bites initiative, or we are somewhat involved. He was pretty vague on that statement because the Hour of Joy didn't spare anybody throughout the factory. So yeah, let's go on to the next point. During the hallucination scene during chapter 3, we saw writing on the walls that saying that guilt haunts us, and reverse audio saying that we were supposed to be there during the Hour of Joy. In my opinion, I don't think that will suit Rich well, because Rich is one of the few people throughout the factory that actually care about the orphans. For him to just run away and then later came back because he felt guilty doesn't really suit him. But that's just me though. My next point is Doey. So if you guys know, Doey was made from 3 people. One of them, which is Kevin. And he seems to know Rich really well. But during the events of chapter 4, Doey doesn't even recognize him. So yeah, that's out the window. Now let's talk about PW. PW is the protagonist of the orientation notebook. He was hired by Playtime Co. to be their biologist, which automatically means that he was involved with the experiments, which makes the events of chapter 2 and chapter 3 line up. Because if you guys read the entirety of the orientation notebook, PW actually quit Playtime Co. at the month of the Hour of Joy. There's another thing I forgot to mention, and it's about Bobby Bear Hug. Listening to her cutout, it does seem like, yeah, we were involved at the creation of the bigger body version of Bobby Bear Hug. Ever since he quit Playtime Co., this project was left abandoned. Meaning Bobby Bear Hug is still out there somewhere. I don't know, she's probably dead. She better be alive somewhere, please. But I still don't understand how Harley Sawyer doesn't recognize us. He probably thinks so high of himself that he doesn't care about anyone that's below him, that he considers below him. Sorry if this video was long, but let me know your thoughts in the comments about this theory.